Okay, so this next movement here is for the hamstrings. In the program, actually just right here. In the program, we have you do a hamstring curl on a machine, but this is an alternative that we do in class because we don't have obviously multiple hamstring machines. This is a great movement, by the way, really good for a lot of different kinds of knee injuries. That's actually how initially I was first introduced to it. But when you do this movement, I want you to think about driving your heels into the bench as hard as you can. You need to drive your heels into the bench as hard as you can, okay? So you're not lifting your hips up when you do this, using any of the musculature of your torso, okay? So I want you to think about driving those feet in, and on this one in particular, this is one rare exception. I'm going to have you raise up slowly and come down slowly. So both directions of the movement, we're going to be going slow, okay, with a pause at the top. So let's just show you what it looks like here. So Martina's hips are relatively close to the bench. How close in? We're going to go a little bit less than 90 degrees to the knees here. Her heels are near the edge, so they're not on the outside edge. They're on the inside edge of the bench, but they're on the bench. They have to be on the bench because we're going to push them into the bench. Okay, so now we're going to take those hands away from the floor. Yeah. We're going to drive those heels in. We're going to raise up nice and slow. So those hips are only coming up as a result of driving the heels in to the bench. Good, slow on the way down. Hips are going to come all the way to the floor, touch, and then back up. Driving the heels in, hold, squeeze, and slow on the way down. And one good way of knowing if you're turning on those hamstrings is just to simply put your hands right here. You're going to feel these things turn on. They should go from feeling relatively soft to pretty hard. Maybe not rock hard, but I was going to say rock hard. But they should be engaged. You should feel them turn on, okay? So getting almost full hip extension, but not quite. This is not a glute movement, so we're not going to focus on full hip extension. We're more activating those hamstrings, okay? So again, another variation for the hamstring curls that we would typically have you do. If you have your own gym, or if you had another gym and you're doing this, then you would do like a seated or lying hamstring curl.